What's up, guys? How we doing? I just watched the Venom movie, and I'm gonna do a quick reaction for you since I am not going to be able to do a full review on it until it's out on DVD. I went into Venom with low expectations from what I'd heard and what I'd seen from the trailers and stuff. Was still a little bit disappointed, honestly. I hate to be that guy. I hate to say that I was disappointed, but I really not like the sometimes it like dialogue, like bad writing or maybe bad directing, like takes me out of the movie. I didn't like the way that people were speaking to each other, and everything felt kind of weird and forced. I really like Tom Hardy as an actor, which is why it makes me think it's because of the writing or the directing or something that this one felt a little weird. The CG worked in a lot of ways, because, like, I mean, how are you supposed to make a symbiote, an alien symbiote thing that's all slimy and wiggly, like, look real? And they did a decent job of that, but there were moments when when like Venom was fighting the other symbiote guy, and it was kind of hard to look at. It felt like one of those like Transformers fights where there's just so much CG machinery or whatever. This time it wasn't machinery, it was just so much CG goo, and like I was kind of like I couldn't really tell what was going on a little bit. I want to say it was fun, but I didn't really have fun watching it. Like, it was interesting. I definitely feel like it would have done better with blood. Like, being an R movie would have been a better choice, I think. I did like Venom's personality, like the Venom creature talking to Eddie Brock. I thought he had an interesting personality, and I kind of liked that. But like when he'd like bite people's heads off and stuff, and you just hear like a crunch, but there's no blood. It's just a crunch. Like, that happens a few times. There's a big deal about life. There's the Life Foundation. People keep saying life a lot. They tell Eddie Brock to have a nice life, and then in the next scene, somebody says have a nice life. And then later that comes up again, have a nice life. And it's like, that's a thing that they keep saying. And this is not a spoiler thing. I'm just telling you sort of my initial reaction with it. I really didn't feel great watching it. I think the very beginning sort of turned me off. The first half of the movie, the way that the characters were speaking to each other. Whenever dialogue doesn't sound real, it doesn't sound like that's the way people actually talk, it takes me out of the movie. I was very aware that I was watching a movie this whole time. I didn't really get invested. Like, I didn't feel like I was there. I didn't feel like I was like in it. And that's usually the goal of movies, is like you're supposed to not think about it, you know, not think that be aware that you're watching a movie. The female love interest character, I hated her. I didn't like her at all. I kind of liked the villain actor. I kind of liked that guy. I don't know, there was a lot of little things. But I think I covered most of the stuff that was, you know, irritating to me. But I'll probably do a review of it later, like a full, proper review when it comes out, and I can watch it and really tell you guys about every little thing. But that's how I felt about it. I mean, go in with an open mind. Don't think about it as being related to Spider-Man or the Marvel Universe. Just kind of go in, just expecting to see some kind of crazy monster movie thing. It did. I heard people say that it felt kind of like it belonged. It was like the kind of movie you'd see like in the 90s, or like an older movie or something. It really rushes the last act. You see Venom like throw his goo around, his gooey tentacles and stuff a lot, but it's still Tom Hardy just with some goo that jumps out of him. But by the time you see Venom, half the movie's already over. My buddy Joe that I went with even pointed out, like, it was an hour into the movie and you hadn't even seen Venom yet. And they just kind of crammed it in at the end. All the Venom stuff and all the fight stuff happened very, very quickly at the end, and like the bad guy was kind of forced and rushed and everything. Anyway, that's how I felt about it. You guys make up your own mind. Watch it if you will. I'm not going to tell you to do it, because it's not the kind I'd recommend for everybody, but I don't know. Give it a shot and tell me how you feel about it. I'll catch you next time, guys.